So let's talk Season 4. What's confirmed, what I'm predicting, and what I want but probably won't get. Mike, the executive producer, and Deran, the senior creative director, did an interview at the end of April. Here are the 4 most important things to take away from this, what they've dropped and what they've teased so far. Number 1, finger flips are back. Deran said they looked at Skate 3's system, saw the gaps, and ended up with so much variety, they don't know how to label everything. This is great news as it gives us more options and hopefully some cool new versions of finger flips. I loved the Skate 3 backslide to mute grab, so I hope this falls under that same finger flip umbrella and comes back in Season 4. Number 2, there's a new area coming to San Van. They haven't given us any specifics besides giving it to premium pass holders first and opening it up to the rest sometime later in the season. After that, we will have to pay 250 rip chips for day passes, which is the same approach they had with the Isle of Grain this season. I'm not really mad at this, as it encourages people to play the game. The 250 rip chips are earned quickly, and they're nothing too restricting. By simply doing the daily challenges, you should be able to cover your entrance fee every single time. And these challenges take 5 minutes at most, usually. 3. The skate.Pass is getting updated, with the most significant point being that now we get 1,500 San Van bucks that are earnable through the pass alone. 250 from the standard track and 1,250 from the premium track. The premium pass will put you back 1,000 San Van bucks, so if you're gonna finish it, you actually net 500 San Van bucks, which is great. I like that they've gone with this approach as it rewards playing the game and allows you to earn the next pass without having to spend money on it. They do this in other games like Apex Legends, so I'm not surprised that they've included it here too. Point 4 is visual updates. Lighting shift, the more lived-in city tweaks. We've already gotten some first looks at this, and honestly, I'm a really big fan of this. It takes a lot of spots out of the shade, which makes it nicer to film clips. And what I think is actually really important, especially looking at it long term, it means that they're actively working on time of day mechanics. So moving the sun around, creating different sorts of lighting will hopefully at some point down the line provide us with day cycles of sorts. So now onto my predictions. I think we will get access to the stadium in Brickswich, and alongside that have Brickswich finally finish construction and open up as the final neighborhood in San Van. This would also mean that we get a new neighborhood product box, which I hope will be themed after the San Van Landsharks ice hockey team home to the stadium. Of course, we would have a load of new challenges in the neighborhood and some newly updated spots with it to keep it fresh. But back to the stadium. It just makes sense. It's been a staple favorite in all past games so far, and considering they want to set it up with day passes like with the Isle of Grain, it just makes sense, and it's basically confirmed that it will be the stadium. And the big question obviously remains, what will they do with stadium? I hope they will go back to the X Games look, which brings me to my second prediction. My prediction is that the theme for Season 4 will be the 2000s era of skateboarding, the absolute peak of skate culture, if you ask me. We've basically had all the other decades in the past 3 seasons, so going all the way back to the 60s would take out all the momentum they've been building recently. 2000s would offer incredible potential for cosmetics and events. I see bulky shoes, loud graphics, and bold colors with brands like DC Shoes, Zero Skateboards, or Volcom taking center stage. Maybe they could make some decks that pay homage to brands that no longer exist, like Enjoy. I also feel like this was the peak of X Games hype, which is why it makes so much sense to open a stadium now. And if you remember, one of the main sponsors to this day is Monster Energy, which is my guess for the big lifestyle brand that they've been teasing for Season 4. My final prediction is that the new game mode that we will be getting is contests. They said it will be new but familiar, which can only mean that it'll be classic game mode but with updated challenges. So I'm thinking, especially for the effort they're making to sell this game as a social multiplayer type game, it's time to actually compete against other teams. This could be done in a number of ways, but what I like to think is that, for example, for the older skate games, you'd have something like 3 stages where different skills are asked. Things like best grind, biggest air, or best line score, to name a few. This would then also open the door to creating own skate teams with logos, stickers, and team merch. And most importantly, introducing leaderboards, giving us actual reasons to continue playing the game in between events. Imagine you can start your own skate team in the game, compete against others, and go up in rankings. Maybe get special rewards for winning in a season or a competition. The possibilities communities open up drastically if they're implemented like this. They have to do this. It makes so much sense and it will keep the game so fresh. People are already creating skate teams, so why not make it official and integrate it into the game? Give them options to create their own logo like in past games. Give them options to compete as a team. This would make so much sense and it would be so fun. Finally, I want to cover some things that I pray will arrive someday in Skate. So here's my wish list for everything beyond Skate Season 4. Number 1 would be custom parks. This would absolutely revive the game to all-time highs. I remember seeing all the parks that were created in Skate 3 and the time I would spend creating my own parks with friends at the stadium. It was such a good time, it was so much fun, and it allowed for so much creativity. Number 2 is free sticker placements. Increase the limit to like 10 stickers on my board and let me place them where I want. This would actually make stickers fun and useful. I can't believe they limited us to 3 stickers on a board in 3 very set locations. We can't even change the size of them. It only makes sense to add this level of customization, make your board truly yours and allow for some fun and creativity to go on your board. Especially with the blank boards we get, it would allow you to freely design them and actually make some sick designs for your own boards. Similarly, I think creative and wacky boards should be on the way. I'm thinking things like hoverboards, weird or classic shapes, all kinds of things like that that would just keep it fresh and would actually remind you that, hey, this is a video game. You don't have to stick to the super realistic things when it comes to your merch and your customization. We already have this with a lot of the costumes that we get, so why not include boards? And the last thing is that I want to style the clothes that we get. This means basically just letting me open up my button shirts. Let me wear different sizes of t-shirts or shorts, a jacket over a hoodie. Things like that would just keep the game fresh. Let us construct our outfits. Let us actually style them. The more freedom we get, the more enjoyment we get out of this game. After all, it's a sandbox game, so why would you limit sandbox type things? Anyways, that's all I have to say for now. Drop your own predictions in the comments, especially what finger flips you think we'll be getting. Bye!